Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 has been out for 6 months now. It should have been a masterpiece, but something went wrong, and today I'm going to be breaking down exactly what happened. Let's rewind to the announcement. Flight Simulator 2020 set the gold standard: real-time weather, photogrammetry cities, satellite imagery, and stunning visuals. So when 2024 was announced, expectations went through the roof. Now, I was really hyped about the game. Everything that they showed us looked really good. They promised deeper simulation, a great career mode, aerial firefighting, search and rescue, glider towing, and missions with actual purposes. It sounded like the evolution we all wanted. Then came launch day, and well, reality didn't quite match the trailer, and I think we all know what happened then. The launch day for that game was probably one of the worst I've ever encountered, and probably millions of users had reported outages. The game wasn't loading. It basically just got stuck. And obviously, we all know why that happened. It's because of the servers overloading, but it's something that Microsoft and Asobo should have planned for. And well, it took nearly a week or two for users to actually get into the game. And when we did, that wasn't even better. First off, performance. Somehow 2024 ran worse than 2020 on many systems. It stutters, it crashes, and there's regression in graphics quality as well, which left me puzzled. I mean, this game they had planned for a while, and literally nothing seemed to work, and everything seemed to be just frustrating to use. The marketplace, as you can see here, that is atrocious. That took nearly 5 months maybe to just launch, so users were actually left without an actual marketplace. And the items that we did have from 2020, we're having to pay. We do get them for free, but as you can see here, there's some sort of upgrade fee to basically get the best performance possible. I'm not paying £3.74 or £4.69 for aircrafts that I've already bought in 2020, and they did tell us that all these aircraft should be imported over no hassle free. So that doesn't seem to be the case, because that took a while for all of our aircrafts to be loaded, and just the general UI of the marketplace is atrocious. If you play 2020 quite a bit, you'll know that you've got that cursor, which makes life easier, and for some reason I just can't seem to get that on my game, which makes choosing products quite difficult. And if I'm honest, this is probably the third time I've loaded up the marketplace, because this game has been so bad. I just really can't be bothered loading it up. Anytime I do play Flight Simulator, it's 2020 because it's just so much easier. I just really don't know what Microsoft and Asobo have done with this game. One of the biggest gut punches that just happened with this game is the add-on compatibility. Now, like I touched before, despite early promises, many third-party aircrafts and scenery packs didn't really carry over cleanly from 2020. Developers were caught off guard, and us users who have spent hundreds of pounds on payware, we just found ourselves without the ability to actually use them. Now, obviously they did hype up career mode, which in my opinion I've not used once. The game, as I said before, it's just too buggy to actually load, and you can see how long it takes to just load up the headquarters. And even then, the game isn't that smooth to play. There's not really that many incentives for me to actually play career mode, because if the game doesn't work, then what's the point of me actually loading it up? I know we've had Sim Update 2 or 3 just recently released, and even then I'm not really noticing that many differences. Textures of cities, which I'll show you in a bit, aren't that great. Yeah, it's just really disappointing. Going back to the marketplace, I mean, Microsoft doubled down on marketplace content. The core sim felt more like a platform for microtransactions. I mean, if you want more realism, if you want more detailed missions, you'll have to pay. That'll be £15 there, that'll be £50 there. Yeah, it's just frustrating for us. I mean, we're used to buying add-ons, but there's a difference between enriching a solid base and patching over a hollow one. Now, Microsoft had a chance to deliver a deeper, more focused simulator Instead, 2024 often feels like a flashy side grade, a tech demo with great potential but uneven execution. It's still beautiful, don't get me wrong. There are certain parts of this game that I actually love, such as the ability to walk around the aircraft and just do all that sort of stuff. But again, in 2020, it's that sort of stuff that we lacked that they gave us in 2024. And as good as it is, if the actual game doesn't really work properly, then it's just a bit of a ball ache for us. I love the transitions that they have. Like I said before, there are things that are really great with this game, that I wish we had on 2020. Like the transition from the globe to the actual aircraft. I think that's really nice. I think the walk around feature is excellent. That is one of the best features that I've actually had. But at a point, you just struggle to name good things about this game, and those are the only two things that I can actually talk about. I mean, the graphics of the cars here, they look really bad. It's not as smooth as you'd want it to be. It does stutter a little bit, not as much as it used to before, but it still does it. Yeah, it's just really frustrating to talk about because this game had such high potential. I mean, when it did get announced, I was counting down the days, and then ever since that horrendous launch, the delayed marketplace and everything, it's been really frustrating. And it seems like there's been features that they've taken out. I mean, for instance, on 2020, if I used to press my left button and analog stick up, I could zoom into the aircraft. But that's, for some reason, I just can't seem to be getting that on this game. And if I'm totally honest, I'm not going to be spending hours faffing about on the controls just to get everything right when the game, again, just feels garbage, really. Now, to be fair, Microsoft and Asobo, they do have a track record of patching issues over time. Again, we're on Sim Update 3. A few things have been fixed as they claim. Flight Simulator 2020 got much better post-launch, so maybe 2024 will do as well. But as it stands right now, it just feels like a missed opportunity. A sim caught between being a game and a tool, and they're not exciting at all. So it is what it is. Another thing that I wanted to touch upon was the graphics of the game, the textures of the cities. Now, I'm flying over London on an A380, and more often than not, the textures are horrendous. It takes a while to load, and obviously this is because of the new loading system thingy, where they only load parts of the city that you actually need without loading the entire area. And I think that it just doesn't work properly. I'm not a fan of how the buildings look. They look much better and cleaner on 2020. So I don't know how they managed to regress over a 4-year period, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess, and hopefully it does get better. What do you think went wrong with Flight Simulator 2024? Was it the performance, the content, or the business model? Let me know in the comments below, and if you are still flying it, tell me why. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for potentially more flight sim deep dives. I am waiting for Inabuild's A350 to launch. That is probably the only thing keeping me going with this edition of the game, as in 2024. I'm more likely to be playing that on Flight Sim 2020, if I'm honest. I think that game, it just works really well, whereas this one doesn't. So yeah, give me your thoughts. When Inabuild's A350 eventually does load or release, I'll definitely be giving you a video comparison on 2020 and 2024 just to see how it works on both editions. But yeah, that's all. As always, thanks for watching, and press that subscribe button.